I'm not cancel culture, right? You guys who have watched and listened to this show for a long time know that I believe in the marketplace of ideas. Somebody says something stupid, somebody does something hypocritical, you should be able to fire back against it. Let's have a larger, more robust conversation about any topic under the sun. But the fact that the sports media is so transparently unfair and hypocritical and dishonest is one reason why we are winning the marketplace of ideas in the world of sports media. Outkick is exploding in size. We are going to have basically triple the audience in September of this month that we had September of last month on the website. We appreciate all of you coming in on a daily basis, checking out everything that we've got going on the website, and all the talented people that we have working there on a day-to-day basis. We are serving the 75 or 80% of sports fans that are not woke imbeciles, and as a result, we are experiencing overwhelming growth. And I just want to mention this too. Tomi Lahren is one of our Outkick employees. She went and spoke at the University of New Mexico. You may have seen these videos. And there was a protesting group that came in and tried to shut down her speech, and ultimately they had to call in the police to enable them to escort her out safely. And Keith Olbermann and Rex Chapman, who are two of the dumbest people on the planet, woke idiots, they have cheered this on. And they have said, oh, this is a great thing. We should shut down public speakers on campuses everywhere if they have opinions that are different than the ones that we do. Now, and they've also attacked Tomi personally. Regardless of what you think of anyone's political belief, I will never be in favor of canceling someone who is speaking at a university. Universities' number one goals should be to teach people how to think and deal with conflicting opinions. You are not and should not agree with every single person that comes to speak on any topic on your university's campus. In fact, if you are actually interested in an education, you should more frequently seek out people you disagree with to go hear them speak than you should people that you agree with. Let me give you an example of this in my own life. I read extensively every single morning and really all day long. But before I go on the Clay and Buck show, I will read the Washington Post. I will read the New York Times. Both of those newspapers are what I would describe as very much left-wing newspapers. Some people say, well, why do you read those newspapers? Because I want to read the editorials. I want to familiarize myself with arguments that I may or may not agree with. Also, I'll read the Wall Street Journal. I tend to, personally, agree more with the editorial page of the Wall Street Journal than I do any newspaper out there. But I think it's important to go ahead and put your brain in conflict sometimes with ideas to make sure that your opinions are strengthened by having considered the opinions of someone who disagrees with you. What you see on the left wing in this country on a regular basis is what the Keith Olbermanns and Rex Chapmans of the world are cheerleading for, which is if you don't have the same opinion as them, they do not believe you should be able to speak in the American marketplace of ideas. That is fundamentally what dictatorships are in favor of. That is totalitarianism. Ironically, they believe that they are combating Donald Trump by restricting the overall flow of information in this country. What you are seeing happen, honestly, is that the people that are most virulently opposed to Donald Trump are actually adopting more authoritarian tactics than Trump himself ever dreamed of. The FBI raiding a former president. Joe Biden mandating a COVID shot that did not work. All of these power grabs are actually occurring on the left wing in this country, and they're being cheerleaded because people have decided that Trump is evil. Just remember this. Very rarely throughout the course of human history, in fact, one might even say never, are the people who are in favor of restricting speech on the right side of history. That is Keith Olbermann. That is Rex Chapman. Neither man is very smart to understand where they stand in the historical lineage of thought. In fact, I'm not even sure Rex Chapman can read. He's legitimately an idiot. But Keith Olbermann, at least as a literate person who has probably read a book in his life, should know better than the criticism that he is levying against Tomi Lahren. He has become everything that he hates. Rex Chapman, just a former felon. He's got no idea what's going on in the world.